Where do legends come from? Some start as dreamers, even after they're turned down again and again. But everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
You know, this is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
The remodel of the hot tub at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton has been completed and is open for guests. Kodiak has also begun construction for a swimming pool and additional hot tub, which will open for guests only soon. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com. B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on. Welcome inside the Crimson Cathedral for Star Valley basketball on the SBI Sports Network. A senior night for the Braves and hosting the Bronx in the Snake River Shootout at Star Valley and Jackson to wrap up the regular season and the final home game of the year. Duke Nance and Dal Erickson with you on the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off, where you're more than just an account number. Visit local branches in Alpine and in Afton. That is First Bank of Wyoming. Dal Jackson in town tonight. It's always a fun rivalry between the Braves and the Bronx, and Star Valley trying to go perfect inside a quad play with a win tonight.
Well, and they'll definitely be the favorites to do that tonight. They handled the Bronx in their earlier matchup. The Bronx in a bit of a rebuilding mode this season, just one victory, but hey, it's still a rivalry game. It's senior night. You want to come out and play well. We'll see how it goes.
Star Valley was 7 seniors who were just recognized previous to this, and man, what a group and what a year they've had. Coach Shumway has started 5 and then all season long, and then you bring the likes of Tate Lawson and Mason Kleeman off the bench. That's a pretty big punch to have those 7.
Well, and it's a strong group. It's a talented group. In fact, I think this group you could probably argue is going to be defined by what happens in the next couple weeks, because you bring back 7 seniors, a talented group, and they've shown they can beat anybody when they're playing well. And if they can put some things together the next couple weekends, we'll see how far they can go.
Well, let's roll right ahead with our countdown to tip-off coverage. We're about 6.5 minutes away from tip-off time here at Star Valley High School. Here's the Crimson Corner.
Well, the Lady Braves was led day 1 of state wrestling with 81 points. Currently, I just barely looked at the team scores. They're up 50 as we come to the end of day 2, so the Lady Braves in great shape to win that 4th straight team title. Remy Allman, Kara Andrews, Brooke Schwab all into the finals. Allman and Andrews looking for a repeat a second championship, I should say. The Braves up to 3rd right now, just jumping in front of Cheyenne East. And so they're in 3rd. 3 finalists for the Braves as well. Caleb Lawrence, Kimball Perry, and Tell Perry. Kimball will go for his 3rd. Tell will go for his 4th tomorrow at State Wrestling. That's a look at your Crimson Corner.
Brought to you as part of the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off online at GoFirstBank.com. And now the Sunrise Engineering Roundup.
And some games last night. Riverton got past Evanston, 49-36. Natrona County squeaked past Kelly Walsh in a battle of ranked Casper teams. And then Thunder Basin able to defeat Campbell County. Some other matchups tonight. Thunder Basin is at Sheridan. They have been a buzzsaw all season long in 4A. Cheyenne Central will host East. Of course, you got the Bronx here in Afton. And then in Sweetwater County, Rock Springs at Green River. That could be an interesting one to look as well. That's a look at your Sunrise Engineering Roundup.
Well, it could be Rock Springs that Star Valley has next week in the opening round of the region tournament, unless things go kind of wild and maybe you get Green River down the end. But yeah, definitely one to watch for as we conclude the Sunrise Engineering Roundup, creating solutions that work and relationships that last. Visit sunrise-eng.com. Star Valley and Jackson, let's recap the rivalry with the help of SVI News.
And these numbers since 1951, overall Star Valley leads this series 127-39 here in Afton. The Braves lead at 59-8. The last time these two teams met, it was all Braves, 68-32. They have won 3 straight, and 7 of the last 10. That's a look at your rivalry, presented tonight by SVInews.com.
Visit that website to get a subscription to a print or e-edition of the Star Valley Independent. That's SVInews.com, and just click subscriptions. Let's go courtside to Millie Kazare. She had the chance to catch up with head coach Matt Shumway and get his thoughts on the senior night matchup between the Jackson Broncs. Millie.
The first thing Coach Shumway told me was, we just want to come out, play well, and honor our seniors. He said it's their last night, it's their last time on the floor, and we want to send them out in style. He said it's all about continual improvement. The last 2 games are what we're working toward, and this is just another step in that process. His main focus for the game is improvement. He said after strong performances in their last 2 games, Coach sees tonight as another step forward in the bigger picture. We'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Millie Kazare. We appreciate the report, presented by Miles CPA with locations in Afton and in Alpine. Visit Miles CPA at 885-0055. That's 885-0055. About 3.5 minutes away from tip-off time. Now let's take a look at that Records Watch presented by Star Valley Disposal.
Braves come in tonight 11-8 overall, 5-0 in the 4A Southwest. Jackson at 1-18 overall, 0-5 in the quadrant. Braves averaging 60.6 points per game. That's 5th in 4A. Jackson at 37.3. That is 15th. That is the lowest in 4A. Rebounding, the Braves 25.3, ranked 11th. Jackson, again, a last ranking at 22.2. Defense, the Braves are 6th. Jackson 14th. Looking at the Braves, Lancaster, Thompson, and Shumway all in the top 10 of the 4A West for assists per game. Jackson led by Ethan Hoffman and Ryder Chapman this season, both averaging 11.1 points per game. That's a look at your Records Watch, presented tonight by Star Valley Disposal.
Residential, commercial, construction, and septic services. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com. Let's take a 1-minute break. When we come back, we'll have your keys to the game, the national anthem, your varsity roster, and the starting 5 on a senior night in Afton tonight. The Braves of the Broncs, the Snake River Shootout to wrap up the regular season, live on the SVI Sports Network.
Feeling overwhelmed by managing your finances? Simplify your life with First Bank of Wyoming. We offer a full range of banking services, all under one roof. From checking and savings accounts to loans, mortgages, and rewards credit cards, we've got you covered. Plus, our convenient online banking and top-notch mobile app put you in control of your finances anytime, anywhere. First Bank of Wyoming, the only stop you need for all your banking needs.
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities.
The countdown to tip-off is made possible by First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free personal and business checking. Visit GoFirstBank.com.
Competition with media in the house tonight. The student section going with the broadcast theme. Fox, ESPN, CBS, all sitting right next to each other across the gym tonight. And I appreciate the apparel being worn by the students.
Although, Duke, a suit and tie with shorts is very unprofessional.
Oh, I love it. Great student section tonight. We'll see how much noise they can make. Now let's take a look at those keys to the game with the help of Star Valley Health.
Well, key number 1, I think it would help the Braves if they push the tempo tonight, kind of dictate the up and down, and a quicker tempo would benefit them tonight. Pile up the assists like we saw last weekend against Riverton. Braves had 19 assists, I believe, in that game. And then focus on being efficient. Make a high percentage shot. Look for the extra pass. Look for the high quality shot. Those are the Star Valley Health keys to the game.
Offering the keys to your great health, compassionate care, every person, every time. Visit StarValleyHealth.org. That's going to wrap up the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Your home for totally free checking, where free really does mean free. Visit GoFirstBank.com. Senior night tonight, Will Linford, Cooper Lancaster, Lincoln Lydiard, Dylan Shumway, Zach Thompson, Tate Lawson, and Mason Kleeman. 7 seniors on the varsity roster this year for Star Valley, playing their final home game tonight. They were already recognized with senior night festivities before the game. We're going to send it down to the court for the national anthem, presented in our broadcast by Hastings Ace Hardware.
Join Star Valley's own Bria Jack in the singing of our national anthem.
Let's meet today's players with the help of Mountain Star Products. Mountain Star Products, excavation, road building, gravel, sand, and more.
Varsity roster for Star Valley presented by Mountain Star Products as the starting five being announced here for the visiting Jackson Bronx. Number 4, a junior at 4.3 points per game is Cooper Kinsler. Number 21, a sophomore, 4.6 points a game is Charlie Allen. Number 25, a junior, 1.5 points per game, Maxwell White. Number 31, a sophomore, 11.1 points per game, that's Ryder Chapman. And number 33, a junior, 11.1 points per game, that's Ethan Hoffman. Jackson head coach by Matt Elliott. Bronx come in with an overall record of 1-18, 0-5 inside the Southwest Quad. They average a total of 37.3 points per game on offense. That's 15th in the 4A classification, while the defense allows an average of 60.8 points per game, 14th in the 4A classification. That's the starting five for the visiting Jackson Bronx in black tonight on what will be the final regular season game of the season. Home crowd gets ready for the announcements of the starting five on a senior night for the Home Braves presented by Mountain Star Products. Stay tuned for details on an expanded retail department opening this spring from Mountain Star Products, located on Rocky Road in Afton.
Here in our gymnasium, a 6'3" senior, number 0.
Wearing number 0, returned to the lineup after missing both games last week. A senior, this is Will Linford.
A 6'4" senior.
6'4" senior, leading the 4A West and scoring 20.5 points per game. This is Cooper Lancaster.
A 6'2" senior, number 2.
6'2" senior, leading the 4A West in three-point field goal percentage. Lincoln Lydiard. They're shaking hands with their parents tonight. That's pretty cool. 6' senior, pushing 200 career three-point baskets. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, Dylan Shumway. His mom's got game. And number 15, Zach Thompson, 5'9", a senior. And our other seniors tonight, 6'4" senior wearing number 24, Tate Lawson, and a 6'5" senior wearing number 30, Mason Kleeman. There's going to be a lot of beef collide here at the Kleemans. There you go. Braves coached by Matt Shumway, assisted by Aaron Lancaster, as well as Ben and Mark Hale.
Star Valley enters the senior night game with an overall record of 11-8, 5-0 inside the 4A Southwest. They average a total of 60.6 points per game on offense, 5th in the 4A classification, while defense allows 52.3 points per game, 6th in 4A. That's going to do it for the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Your home for totally free checking, where free really does mean free. Visit gofirstbank.com. So all 7 seniors get announced, but Coach Shumway will go with his normal 5. Actually, he's going to have Tate Lawson. It looks like Will Linford maybe still not playing, at least not starting tonight. You mentioned he's missed a couple of games because of an injury.
Anyway.
He is on the bench and dressed. So you have Lawson in his place. Kleeman also getting the start tonight. So Kleeman going to be in the circle along with, looks like Lydiard, Thompson, and Shumway. So we'll have Lancaster on the bench to open things up. And Kleeman will get the opening tip-off, and Star Valley has the first possession of the game. 7:50 to go in this opening period as Star Valley quickly around the arc. Kleeman on the baseline, up to Lawson, kick out. Thompson has it in the corner, dropped it, collected it. Nice pass to Lawson, who's blocked at the rim but fouled. That's going to put Tate Lawson to the Riverside Dental free throw line for the and one.
Just a really nice pass from Zach Thompson. You can tell these guys have played a lot of ball together. Foul will be whistled on number 31, Ryder Chapman, his first. And Tate Lawson to the free throw line on the season. I think that's his first varsity free throw attempt this year, according to the WildPreps.com stats. Is that correct?
Well, that explains why he was so excited. I wonder why he was so energetic about going to the free throw line.
Well, he missed
now
it.
I get it.
Now he's got to make one.
He did. 1 of 1. He's shooting a 50% from the line this year.
That's very unusual. He's had some solid games. I'm shocked he hasn't been there.
1-0 Star Valley.
In fact, that kid 9 points at Evanston last week, or Riverton, one of the two.
Jackson with their first possession of the game, working to the left. On the outside is Kinsler. He'll bounce to the elbow with a pass to White. Spin and back outside to Kinsler again. Up top, Chapman has it poked away but recollected. Tries to bounce it down the paint, but stolen by Lawson, who was putting pressure on the perimeter too. Outlets to Shumway. Back to the backboard, right side Lydiard. Dumps to Kleeman. In the lane, Lawson. Back outside, extra pass. Thompson, open 3, left corner, yes! Zach Thompson, a Star Valley Orthodontics triple. Beautiful ball movement, 2 extra passes, and a wide open look.
And the Braves look like they're having fun here in the first minute plus.
6:47 to go in the first period, and 4-0 Braves on top of the man-to-man defense. Here's the 3 on the other end, off the rim and missed. Mason Kleeman will board it for the Braves. Thompson across the half court, works right, Shumway back to Thompson. Takes a deep 3 off the front cylinder, no good. And rebounded by Hoffman of the Bronx. 6:23 to play in the first period. Braves back on defense. Hand off to Hoffman. And to Chapman up top. Around the outside, Hoffman deep 3, up high, no good. Kleeman all alone down there for a rebound. No Bronx in the paint to board.
I wouldn't want to fight Mason for a board either.
So he has 2 quick ones, rebounds that is. Shumway passes into the lane, Lydiard kick out, Lawson right wing 3, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Mason, puts it back up, falling away from the rim and no good. Rebound to the Bronx. Jackson back down the floor, Star Valley still leading at 4-0. Bronx drive the post, Kinsler now kicks outside to the right. Here take a deep 3, no good. Ball ricochets loose and into the hands of Shumway for the rebound. Another one and done for Jackson.
I don't know if that was a backside pass or just a shot that was off the mark.
Shumway misses from the free throw line. And after a hot start, neither team can hit. Another rebound by Jackson. 5:20 to play in the first period, still 4-zip. Kinsler makes a move. Hands off to Hoffman. Clock rolls down to 5:08. Kinsler again on the dribble, weaving around the top to Chapman, and he'll hand off outside Hoffman. Some high screens being set. Now Hoffman drives. Kleeman's right there with him to slam the door on that. Kleeman still has defense, and now the pass back outside. On the baseline, under the backboard, and stuffed by the backboard. Loose ball comes down to Lydiard. Thompson, left corner, three, off the rim, and no. And a timeout taken by Coach Elliott of Jackson. With 4:44 to go in the first period, Braves 4, Jackson 0. Back in 60 on the SBI Sports Network.
Bill Neeb, I operate Teton Truss. We build roofing trusses, floor trusses, wall panels, and affordable homes. My relationship with Bank of Star Valley is very personable. I can call down to Thane, we're on a first name basis. I think Bank of Star Valley also uses character as well as credit score when it comes to making decisions. My dad once told me, going into business, you need a personal relationship with your banker, and I get just that.
Discover the convenience and reliability of Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic for all your waste management needs. We offer comprehensive services, including residential and commercial trash removal, septic pump outs, and a variety of porta-potty options with optional cleaning schedules. Trust us for efficient and professional solutions. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com to schedule your service. That's StarValleyDisposal.com.
The SBI Sports Network is your home for live coverage of Star Valley High School sports.
Back after the timeout, Cooper Lancaster subs in during the break in place of Shumway as Star Valley jumps into a half-court trap on defense. Jackson with the basketball and in the front court. Braves lead 4-0, 4.5 to go in the opening period. Skip pass to the right elbow, back door, no look good. That's the beautiful play out of the timeout. Kai Tanat, nope, it was Ethan Hoffman who scores.
Nice assist there, and Jackson gets her first basket of the night.
And then a turnover on the Braves on the other end. Jackson will run with it. Up and around the top of the arc. Feed to Kinsler, kick back outside. Bronx with it on the perimeter. Tustin with the handle on the ball. Works to Hoffman. Lancaster on him outside the circle. Tough defense from Lancaster. Forces the pass back over to Tustin with 3:50 to go. Tustin makes a move, drives, kick. No shot on the outside. 4-2. Star Valley leading. Jackson with the ball. Tustin kicks right with Kinsler. Again back outside. Long possession for the Bronx as Tustin steps back to reset. Clock ticks down to 3:26. Screen set for Tustin. Defense switches. And a travel call on Tustin in the front court. Shumway back into the game. Thompson will sub out.
And Lancaster was in there for that stretch. He did not get the start. Some different seniors getting the start, but Cooper back in there and he'll handle the ball head.
4-2, Star Valley leading it on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. 3:17 remaining in this first period. Shumway right, Lancaster top. Lydiard sets the screen. Lancaster drives, kicks to Lydiard. Corner three is in. Lincoln Lydiard shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc. Hits that one, makes it 7-2.
You know, Duke, it's one thing to do that for a game. He's shooting 46% for the season.
Trap in the front court by Star Valley's defense, and the ball loose on the court, picked up by Jackson in the backcourt. Dunston has the ball poked by Lawson into the hands of Lancaster, all alone, and a one-hand slam for Cooper on the right side of the rim, and the Braves lead 9-2.
Boy, that we do love a slam dunk as a society, don't we? That was fun.
2:25 to go in the first period. Braves by 7. That came after Lawson with the steal, hit Cooper out in front in transition. Now Jackson pulls the trigger on a three, off the mark, no good. Loose ball rebound pulled in by Jackson. And they're going to say...
Not sure what happened there, Duke. It's going to be
a flop warning.
Flop
warning is what that is. So that goes against Jackson, the flop warning.
So if you get another one, it ends up being free throws.
Coach Elliott had a quick chat with the officials saying it should still be his ball, and the officials agree, actually. And we're going to give it back to, so yeah, it's just a flop warning, so Jackson had possession.
So if you're one of those people that says arguing with the ref never helps you out, that's not true. He was absolutely correct.
2:11 to go in the first period. Jackson basketball on their baseline. Outside to Allen. Braves in the defense. Poked the ball loose, picked up by Lancaster. Thompson poked it away. Lancaster on the run. Tries to kick out to Thompson. It's knocked into the bleachers off of Jackson. They stay with Star Valley on the side out now.
Cooper was looking for Zach Thompson for an open three in the corner. Jackson thwarted that, so now Shumway will check it in.
From the sideline, goes to Lancaster front court. Under 2 minutes to go in the first period. Braves lead 9-2. Lancaster directs traffic. Lawson will step down to set a screen. Goes to Thompson left side. Lancaster up top, 3 down the barrel, and it's in. Another Star Valley Orthodontics triple. That one from Cooper to make it 12-2.
5 straight points for Cooper, a dunk and a 3.
Minute 38 remaining in the first period. Ball movement for the Bronx across the half court. Jackson stops at the 3-point line. Only one foul called in the whole first period. It's been against Jackson, and well, there's another one. This time it'll be against Star Valley.
Dylan Shumway can be whistled for that. First personal, and as you mentioned, first team foul. Lydiard back in for the Braves.
Jackson will inbound on their baseline. Ryder Chapman, the sophomore, lobs up to Titus Tustin, the senior. They'll work around the outside. Tustis again hesitates, drives. Kick out again, able to find Chapman. And around the arc to go to Hoffman. Back to Titus. Jumper in the lane. Off the back iron, no good. Fight for the rebound, and Kleeman just reaches up above everybody and gets it. But then a travel in the backcourt on Lancaster. We'll give the ball back to the Bronx with 1:04 to go in the first.
Take a look at it again. That was rebound number 4 for Mason Kleeman, by the way.
Inbounding for Jackson is Chapman again. He'll go back court to Titus. Dribbling in the front court against Lancaster. Bounce pass to the elbow, right side Allen. Now a 3 outside, no good. Kleeman another rebound. Star Valley basketball.
I'm smelling a double-digit rebound night for Mason Kleeman.
Lydiard, right side 3 is in. Lincoln another Star Valley Orthodontics triple. 15-2 Star Valley.
Lincoln 2 for 2 from 3 now. Braves 4 of 7 as a team.
And a strong take to the rim by Jackson is no good, but a foul on Star Valley at the glass. Stops the clock at 32.2 and will put the Bronx to the free throw line.
Drive from Hoffman. They're going to say, I think Mason got him from behind. Nope, they're going to call it on Lydiard. Whenever I have an opinion, it's always wrong. Hoffman to the free throw line, however, I do know that. And he is a 56% free throw shooter on the season. First one is good.
Puts Jackson up to 3. And the second one's good. That actually ended a 15-0 run by Star Valley because it was 2-zip Jackson early. Yeah. And then Star Valley went up 15-2. So now 15-4, 25 seconds remaining in the first period. Star Valley working around the arc. Cross court Shumway, quick 3 off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Mason, who's hit, shot, no, but a foul. And they will call that on the shot, put Mason to the free throw line, 2 attempts.
Well, the heck with double-digit rebounds. Mason Kleeman is on pace for a 20-plus rebound night. That was his sixth board of the night, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Mason doesn't get to the line a lot. This one is good. 3 of 11 coming into the weekend, 27%. Well, that's going to go up because he just made one.
One more from the Riverside Dental free throw line. Too strong, no good. Rebounded though by Lawson. Extra possession for the Braves with 12 seconds to go in the first period. Lancaster on the outside, 8-7. Dumps it down low to Mason, and it's in. Kleeman the field goal, and a beautiful assist from Lancaster. Jackson behind the timeline. They do not get a shot off in time, and we end the first period with Star Valley leading the Bronx by a score of 18-4 in Afton. Second period next on the SVI Sports Network.
Drive your career forward by joining the LCSD2 Transportation Department. We're now hiring for part-time bus aides starting at $16.75 per hour. Full-time route drivers earn $22 per hour, working only during the school year. Substitute driver and substitute aide positions are also available. Explore these rewarding opportunities and become a vital part of our education system. For more information, visit lcsd2.org and click Job Openings. That's lcsd2.org and click Job Openings.
Discover the thrill of adventure with Salt River Motors, your go-to destination for Polaris side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and sleds. Gear up with premium off-road gear and accessories. And when you are on the road, Salt River Motors keeps you moving with a full automotive service department for tires, shocks, brakes, and comprehensive repair and general maintenance. Visit Salt River Motors on Highway 89 south of Etna or online at saltrivermotors.com.
This is the SVI Sports Network with live coverage of Star Valley Braves basketball.
Start of the second period, Jackson will have possession of the basketball inbounding, trailing Star Valley 18-4 in Afton. Bronx will be in black and with the ball.
It's a terrific first quarter for the Braves all around.
Almost a steal, but picked up by Titus. Kick to the corner for three from Hoffman, no good. Rebounded by Lydiard. Out in front to Shumway. Numbers for the Braves, and Shumway lays it in for two. Lydiard in the assist column on the full court pass down the floor.
That's a really nice pass from Lydiard. 6 assists for the Braves, so they're right on pace.
Here's a steal from Lancaster. Alone again. This time he'll just lay it up with the defense closing in on him. And a steal and score for Lancaster, make it 22-4. And a timeout taken by Matt Elliott and the Jackson Bronx. A full timeout with Jackson down 22-4, early second period, back in 60 on SVI.
Whether you're courtside or mat side this season, it's also tax season. This is your Miles CPA tax tip. Filing an extension on your taxes only gives you more time to file your tax return. It doesn't give you more time to pay. If you owe taxes and wait to pay until you file or until the extension deadline, the IRS can and will charge you interest and possibly penalties, starting from the original tax date of April 15th. So even with an extension, it's smart to estimate and pay what you owe on April 15th to avoid extra costs.
My name is Alex Finley. I'm the owner of Adventure Tire and Suspension in Afton. SVI Media has been great to work with, and they make everything easy to get set up with advertising. Right after we opened, they reached out to us and got us set up in no time. I think SVI is great for local businesses to get their marketing set up, and I look forward to working with them even more in the future.
To begin advertising your business, nonprofit, or event, visit svinews.com/advertising. After the timeout, Jackson with the basketball. The three from Tustin is no good. Rebounded by Roman Erickson for the Braves, quickly on the run. Roman hesitates, drives, split the D, can't get to the rim, shut down, kick out Lancaster. Pulls the trigger on a left wing three, no good. Rebounded by the Bronx. Chapman has the board. He quickly goes up front to Hoffman, back to Titus. Top of the key, Shumway's on him, screened, and they'll rotate around in the zone now is Star Valley's defense. 6:48 to go in the second period. Here's a drive down the post, shut down, kick out, three from Chapman is good. First three of the game for the Bronx to make it 22-7. Quickly down the court, Shumway, left corner three, the answer's missed. Rebounded by Chapman. 6:26 to go. Here's a drive, sidestep, and that's a clear offensive charge. There all day was Star Valley to draw the charge.
Yeah, Roman Erickson had a campfire going down there. He was there so long and drew that foul. Foul will go against Titus Tustin, his first team foul here in the second quarter against the Bronx.
6:20 remaining in the second period. Braves will run the half-court offense. Lancaster working against the zone being put on by the Bronx. Out to Thompson, up top again to Lancaster. Double teamed up there, will step back and bounce to Thompson. Quick pass to Roman below the free throw line, swishes it in. He has such good touch in the paint on those jumpers, and that's it for two.
You know, Dylan kind of touched on it when he was talking, or Zach, when he was talking about Roman and what he can do. He can kind of play all five positions. He's kind of a matchup issue.
5:48 to go, second period. Braves leading it with a football score of 24-7. Just one foul called in the second period. That's been against Jackson as the Bronx take the three in the corner, no good. Lydiard on the rebound. He'll dribble across the half court on the run. Defense is there, goes to Lancaster, pass Shumway, left corner three, got it. The birthday boy hits the Star Valley Orthodontics triple to make it 27-7.
5 points for Dylan. Cooper has 4 assists already in this game.
Jackson, a little runner in the lane, no good. Roman will rebound. Star Valley basketball. Ball tipped, but Lancaster collected in the backcourt. 5:05 to go in the second period. Shumway open, another three's away. Got it again. Back to back for Dylan. Another Star Valley Orthodontics triple, and another timeout taken by Jackson. He'll have just 2 timeouts remaining, under 5 to go before half. Back in 30 on SVI Sports.
At Fall River Propane, we're not just your propane provider. We're the ones who make sure life keeps moving. Fall River Propane. Experience the difference.
You're watching live coverage of Star Valley Braves basketball on the SVI Sports Network. Here's Duke Dance and Dal Erickson.
Braves all over the Bronx here on senior night in Afton. Jackson basketball, but trailing 30-7.
Well, I think Coach Hoffman, that was more of a get their attention timeout. He probably doesn't like to score, but he likes even less one of Star Valley's top 3-point shooters being that wide open.
Jackson with possession, working around the outside on their end. Kinsler with it up top, tries to drive but can't. Hands off to Hoffman. He'll go into the lane. Shot no good. Rebounded by Roman Erickson on the run. Braves in transition. Roman splits it, he goes to the rim. Tries to bounce it outside to Lawson, but the defense was good and it's sold away.
Charlie Allen coming up with that steal.
5:20 to play in the second period. Braves still lead 30-7. Kinsler up top. Hands off, and now a 3. Hoffman, no. Rebounded by Lawson. Star Valley basketball, Shumway across the half court.
Braves out rebounding the Bronx 16-5, so that was a point of emphasis tonight.
Shumway fakes a 3, passes to Lydiard, takes the 3, too strong, no good. Rebound on the court, loose, picked up by Hoffman, or Kinsler on the run. He wants to go to the rim, stop, pulls up the jumper, missed it. Rebound fought for, Jackson has it, kick out, no shot. Bronx will have Hoffman on the perimeter. 3:38 to go before halftime. Kinsler dribbles to reset the offense as Mason Kleeman will get set to sub back in. Kinsler off a screen, but no shot. Lawson over and picks him up as Roman Erickson pokes the ball loose, but it hit the official and stayed in bounds. Official's part of the game court, so
it's one way to do it.
It does not go out of bounds. Stays with Jackson. Shumway pokes the ball away. Dylan has a steal. Outlets to Roman. Out in front to Lawson. No, dribble shot. Missed it. Contested. Too strong, and Jackson on the rebound. Great find down the floor, but Jackson was there as well to make it a tough one at the rim. 3 minutes to go before halftime.
Yeah, Lawson on his way up. Not sure if the Jackson player got a finger on it or if just the pressure of it.
Here's Hoffman right side. Roman tries to reach in for the steal, but it stays with Jackson. Kinsler tries to drive, and the pass stolen by Lydiard. Star Valley basketball. Lydiard, extra pass, Shumway, right corner 3. Got it again! 3 in a row for Dylan Shumway. Another Star Valley Orthodontics triple.
Yeah, he's 3 of 5 now after starting 0 for 2. He's got 11 points. That's the game high right now.
2:20 to play in the second period. Braves now lead at 33-7. Down the lane, shot fake, and then up and in. Charlie Allen has 2 points in the paint. Quickly to Roman, down the floor, fouled, and to the Riverside Dental free throw line for 2 points, or 2 attempts at the stripe.
Foul will go against Ryder Chapman, his second team foul here in the quarter. Braves have not been whistled for a team foul with 2:07 to go. Roman Erickson to the line for the first time tonight. And his first attempt is no good, too strong.
Checking in for the Braves, Cooper Blank.
Mason Kleeman and Cooper Lancaster sub back in for Star Valley. Thompson and Lydiard will sub out.
Roman, Duke. Roman, 44% from the line. It's a bit lower than I think you would expect. So we'll see if he can salvage one of two here.
Second free throw is good. He does salvage it to make it 34-9. Braves, 2:05 to go before halftime. Bronx quickly down the floor to run their half-court offense. Meany goes to Kinsler. Top of the key. Shumway over top of a screen, and Kinsler steps into the circle and resets the offense. 2 team fouls on Jackson, none on Star Valley. Right side key, bouncing in the lane. Extra pass goes off the feet of Lawson and out of bounds.
It's interesting to watch Mason Kleeman come over and help. He puts his arms up. He's like the Kleeman curtain. There's like a shadow. You can't even see the other side of the gym for the Jackson guard as they go to try and get to the rim.
Inbound to Kinsler in the corner. Good defense by Lawson on the perimeter. Forces the pass up top after he almost lost the ball. And now around to Strickland. Corner three, rattled in by Charlie Allen. The sophomore hits it to make it 34-12.
5 straight points for Allen now for the Bronx.
Shumway in the front court, Lancaster right wing. Defense over top of screen to stay with him with 1:20 before halftime. He'll step back and call a new play. No fouls in the period on Star Valley, 2 on Jackson. Kleeman up top, goes to Shumway. Wants to drive to the rim, and too strong, no good. Rebounded low by Erickson. His putback's off the glass and in from the square. 36-12, 60 seconds before halftime.
4 rebounds, 5 points for Roman off the bench.
Kinsler step back is in above the foul line. There's 2 for him to make it 36-14. Braves by 22. Erickson hesitates, spin, pull up. No, dumped it down to Mason. Mason was getting ready for the shot, but saved by Lawson, but into the hands of Meany on the run. He's going to go to the rim, blocked by Lancaster from behind. Into the hand of Erickson. Roman goes right post, lob to Mason, and he'll score. What a sequence for the Braves. Cooper the block, and then Mason on the other end.
6 assists for Cooper Lancaster.
20 seconds to go before halftime. Cooper kicks it out of bounds. Stays with Jackson, 38-14.
Substitution here for the Bronx. Ethan Hoffman, number 33, and Ryder Chapman, number 31, checking in.
17 seconds before halftime. Lancaster pokes the ball loose and runs into the official as the ball goes out of bounds. He'll look up at the ref and be like, hey, I was going to get that. Stays with Jackson, inbounding at half court. Braves doubling up the Bronx, 38-14. Inbound backcourt to Kinsler. Across the timeline, pass to the free throw line, and back outside again. Chapman, no shot. Kinsler with 6, 5. Faking the threes. Chapman kick out right. Now a 3 there. Good at the buzzer. Ethan Hoffman will hit it to make it 38-17 heading into the locker room. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show. It's Star Valley 38, Jackson 17, senior night in Afton on the SVI Sports Network.
Battleson Brothers has new inventory on the way, so they need to clear out current stock to make room. Everything must go. In-stock LVP has been discounted to $1.99 to $2.99 per square foot. In-stock carpet is marked down to between $1.39 to $2.49 per square foot. Carpet and LVP remnants are also on sale for just 99 cents per square foot, located a block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
There's still time to get out and enjoy what winter has to offer in beautiful Alpine, Wyoming. Snowmobile in the backcountry with your own sled, or rent one from a local retailer. You could also enjoy the scenery on snowshoes or go cross-country skiing on our groomed trails. Maybe get out on the ice for some excellent fishing. And of course, stay a while with exceptional lodging and dining options. Enjoy the winter while you still can and book your stay in Alpine, Wyoming.
The remodel of the hot tub at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton has been completed and is open for guests. Kodiak has also begun construction for a swimming pool and additional hot tub, which will open for guests only soon. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com. Star Valley Sports on SVI are presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisors Kyle Terry, creating tailored solutions to address your financial needs. And by Rusty's Tree Service, the tree removal experts. Call 248-2442.
Halftime coverage is presented by Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, supporting local families and communities. Visit Simplot.com.
At the half, Star Valley with the lead over visiting Jackson 38-17. Star Valley Brave Cadets just performed. That performance was recorded. Star Valley cheerleaders also performing here at the half, and it is also going to be recorded with the Star Valley Health Halftime Showcase. We'll have it uploaded this weekend. You can view it on the Star Valley Independent Facebook page and Instagram, and also on the SVI Media YouTube channel with the Star Valley Health Halftime Showcase. Dow Braves leading at 38-17. The shots falling from the perimeter for the Braves today, but more impressive has been what they've been able to do off the glass and shooting inside the lane to me.
Yeah, and they've really just looked for each other, double-digit assists in the first half, and just playing with a lot of confidence, as you would expect with all these seniors on senior night.
Let's take a look at this score by the numbers with the Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home halftime battle stats.
Well, first for the Bronx, Ethan Hoffman, by virtue of that three-pointer before the buzzer, with 7 points to lead the Bronx. 5 for Charlie Allen, 3 for Ryder Chapman, 2 for Cooper Kinsler. The rebounding numbers skewing in favor of the Braves, 17-9. The Bronx 3 of 12 from the three-point line, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. The Braves, 7 different players in the scoring column, led by Dylan Shumway with 11. 7 for Cooper Lancaster. Cooper with 6 assists as well. 6 points for Lincoln Lydiard. 5 points, 6 rebounds for Mason Kleeman. 5 for Robin Erickson. 3 for Zach Thompson. And 1 point for Tate Lawson. The Braves 7 of 14 from the three-point line. 3 of 6 from the free throw line as they lead this one by 21.
That's a look at your halftime stats presented by Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home, where you'll find quality, price, and service a block south of the Arch in Afton. That is Battleson Brothers Flooring, with Star Valley leading at 38-17. Now let's see if we can give away a gift certificate with your halftime trivia courtesy of Swirl and the Giftery in downtown Afton.
And our question tonight, when was Jackson's last win in Afton? Use our text at number 307-203-4637. First correct answer wins a gift certificate, the Star of 89. You can spend that on Swirl or whatever you want to spend it on if you're the first one with the correct answer.
That's right, 307-203-4637. First correct answer wins the trivia. Now, instead of going to break, it is senior night tonight. The players have already been recognized for their senior night. They did so between the girls and boys games. We have some seniors on our crew that we'd like to recognize and thank for their great work. Specifically, 3 girls that have been with us for a number of years, and man, are we going to miss them. Sid Saltzman is with us tonight. She's running one of the cameras behind the backboard, and I got to say, Sid, you have been a pleasure. Thanks for all your hard work. You've done a fantastic job, and wish you the very, very best. Sydney Saltzman, one of our seniors tonight. I don't know if we can get the camera on her. Maybe, maybe not. And see if we can get you Sid Saltzman in just a few. Not with us right now is Haley Myers. Haley's very busy. She's missed a couple of our broadcasts as of recent, but man, she is really taken to producing. She's been a fantastic producer at times. She can step in and produce a basketball game, which for a high school student is really incredible. She'll always be known for running the sheep shed over the summertime during the stock dog competition at the Lincoln County Fairgrounds. She'll still hang out at the sheep field and just sit in the ticket booth and run the broadcast for hours and hours, days on end, all week long. Yeah. And Haley, wish her the very, very best. She's been fantastic. And our replay cam, Kenna Clint, Kenners, as we call Kenna here on the crew, probably the best replay camera operator SVI has ever had, and really wants to continue with the trade moving forward into college. Kenna, wish you the very, very best. She's a fantastic artist, by the way, as well. Just incredible talent. And those are our 3 seniors tonight on the crew for SVI Media on a senior night. And now you just don't replace 3 like that. We're really going to miss those guys.
Well, if you have enjoyed SVI and what we've been able to do, this is our 12th season of doing video coverage. It's due in no small part to these young people like we're talking about tonight. They give up their weekends. They give up time to scrunch in the 3rd row of an SUV for hours at a time. They come out. They do a great job. They're very professional. They cause no issues. They're eager to learn. They're amazing, and we can't do this without them.
Thank you so much. There's your 3 seniors with us tonight on a senior night in Afton. We're at the Simplot Smoky Candy Mine halftime show. The Braves with the lead, 38-17. Now let's see how Star Valley has done so far with those keys to the game presented by Star Valley Health.
Well, for me, key number 1 was push the tempo. I think the Braves absolutely did that. Really confident looking first half. Pile up the assists. I had the Braves with 11 assists in the first half, and so looking good there as well. And then focus on efficiency. I'll be honest, dude, I think the only thing I can point at to say you guys got to do better is they're 3 of 6 from the free throw line. You'd like to see maybe 5 of 6 there, but you're shooting 64% from the 2-point range and 50% from a 3-point range. So far so good for the Braves on the Star Valley Health keys to the game.
Offering the keys to your great health with compassionate care every person, every time. Visit StarValleyHealth.org. Let's go courtside to Millie Kazare. She was able to catch up with Coach Shumway and get his thoughts on the first half. Here's the Miles CPA courtside report. Millie.
Coach Shumway said he really liked the team's energy going out in the first quarter and second quarter. He said the ball is moving well, our defensive energy is good, and shots are going in because of it. When I asked Coach what he told the boys at halftime, he said it's easy to come out with a lot of emotion in the first half, then you come in here for a few minutes and it kind of fades. We've got to come out with the same intensity we left with. For the second half, all he said was continuous improvement. Just keep getting better and keep doing the things the right way. We'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Millie Kazare. The Miles CPA courtside report. Miles CPA in Afton and Alpine. Call 885-0055. That's 885-0055. Now let's see if we have a winner of your halftime trivia question with Star of 89.
And our question tonight was, when was Jackson's last win in Afton? The answer is 2018. The Bronx won that one 55-47. Do we have a winner?
That we do. The couple of winners, in fact, but the first correct answer, phone number ends in 5163. 5163. Congratulations, you've won that gift certificate courtesy of Swirl, all part of Star of 89 in downtown Afton with the halftime trivia. Make sure you follow them on their individual social media pages for Facebook and Instagram so you know what soup they have each week. At Swirl, their froyo flavors as well, and the great deals and specials that they have in a now newly expanded giftery at Star of 89 in downtown Afton. That will wrap up the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show with the Braves on top of the Bronx on a senior night. Star Valley leading at 38-17. Join the Simplot team. You can find local positions that are available at Smoky Canyon Mine or find positions available at Simplot spots around the entire nation. Just visit Simplot.com. That is Simplot.com. It is going to be Star Valley basketball to open up the second half of play. Braves in white as Coach Shumway looks to go with Lancaster, Lydiard, Lawson, Thompson, and Kleeman.
Well, for a second I thought you were going to go with all 5 L last names, but I think we'll land those 3.
So they'll take the court against Jackson. Last time these two teams met, the final was 68-32. And we're pretty close to being on par with that again if things hold true in this second half. Braves trying to go perfect in Southwest Quad play and wrap up the regular season with a senior night win at home. Region tournament next week. Star Valley's already secured the number 1 seed in that tournament in Evanston, which will begin on Thursday. Here's a quick pass down to Lawson. Spin shot in the lane, no good. Kleeman lost the rebound, tipped away from him and picked up by the Bronx. Jackson back down the floor for their first possession of the half. Left side wing 3, good. Quick shot by Hoffman is in to make it an 18-point game.
Hoffman now with 7 points.
Lancaster spin, shot, went over the backboard and out of bounds. Lancaster trying to draw some contact, won't get the whistle. An off-balance shot, missed everything.
Yeah, he kind of did a pirouette, and I think he was just trying to do what he could and had way too much mustard on that one.
Braves in the trap at the half court, a 1-2-2. Bronx break it. At the three-point line is Hoffman. Feeds to the corner to Allen. And up top with a skip pass to Kinsler. Back to Allen. Mason closed on him quickly so he couldn't get the shot off. And around the arc again go the Bronx, still outside. Kinsler picked up by Lawson on the outside. Clock rolls down to 7:02 to go. Third period presented by REIC Rentals. Chapman will step back in the circle and reset the offense. 38-20, Braves with the lead on defense. And the ball poked away and picked up by Lawson. Out in front to Lancaster, alone again. Look out, oh, he'll just lay that one in. The finger roll felt the defense behind him, and it's a 20-point Braves lead.
It's a lay-in, but it's like from 2 inches away from, he's up there.
Here's a take blocked by Lydiard, but loose ball picked up by the Bronx. Hoffman, he'll get into the paint, but can't shoot. Back outside is Kinsler. Lawson on him in the corner. Feeds it across the baseline. What a beautiful pass. Somehow found Hoffman. And he's in for two on the backside. 40-22, 6:16 to go in the REIC Rentals third period of play. Lancaster, left wing threes off the mark. Rebounded by Jackson on the run. Hoffman has the board. Lancaster stays with him on defense. Hesitates, drives, but can't. Cooper pokes the ball loose and has a steal. Up in front to Lawson. It's a break on the other end, and he'll lay it in off the square. Tate Lawson, the assist from Lancaster.
7 assists for Cooper Lancaster, 4 steals.
Dribble drive blocked by Mason, and it actually goes down and hits Hoffman out of bounds, and it's Star Valley basketball. Here's the Fall River Propane replay. And
boy, that's the definition of insult to injury. Ball hits you in the head after you get blocked, and now it's the other way. Tough break there for Hoffman.
Braves with a 20-point lead, 42-22. 5.5 to go in the REIC Rentals third period. Lawson, crossover move, had it poked away off of him and out of bounds. It was swatted by Chapman, went off of Lawson's legs and out. As Shumway checks in, Lawson will sub out.
Again, Dylan's birthday today. Recently found out he's going to be living in Texas for a couple years.
Dallas-Fort Worth turns 18 today. 5:18 to go, and a kickball out of bounds off of Star Valley.
Checking in for the Braves,
Roman Eric's going to check in for Kleeman. Kleeman gets an attaboy from his bench after that block. He's had a solid game tonight.
Inbound play, double team in the front court. Kinsler in trouble, gets it away to Hoffman. He's pressured on the outside. Dribbles to the left elbow and outside again. Ball movement, Kinsler. 5 minutes to go. Now with 3, right is in. Ryder Chapman, the sophomore, another big shot. Drops in another.
Bronx starting to hit from 3. They're now 5 of 14 from distance.
Lancaster hesitates, goes angle, shut down in the lane, fakes the pass, now kicks it out. Lydiard for 3, you betcha. He's wide open, he's hitting it. Lincoln in the left corner for a Star Valley Orthodontics triple.
Assist number 8 for Lancaster.
Here's a 3 on the other end, missed by the Bronx. Backside rebound by Lancaster. 4.5 to go in the REIC Rentals third period. Braves back up by 20. Thompson, left corner 3. That's off the mark, but rebounded by Roman. He'll retreat back to the outside. Hand off to Shumway. Braves still have the ball. 4:15 to go as Shumway steps back. Goes to Roman on the elbow right side. Hand off to Lydiard. At the foul line, no shot. Back Thompson. Feeds to Erickson. Left key. Dribbles. Spins. Shot. No, but a foul. Roman Erickson to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
I really like this move from Roman. He pivots to go into the paint, reverses back the other way, had a good look at the basket, draws the foul, which goes against Maxwell White, his second. And Roman to the line where he's 1 of 2 tonight. First one's going to be short. No, it crawled over.
I got to give Roman Erickson credit. I kind of made fun of him last week in Evanston because he was reffing rec league youth in sandals. Well, I watched him ref a game earlier this week, and he had shoes on. So I just want to clarify, he didn't do sandals every game as he hits the second free throw. He didn't have shoes on this week.
And the compliment worked. He hit both free throws, 7 points for Roman.
22-point lead for the Braves, their largest of the night. 47-25, 3.5 to go in the, or 3:50 to go in the REIC Rentals third. Jackson on the perimeter. Kinsler, right side wing, Thompson's on him. Bounce pass right post. Fade away in the paint. Off the mark, missed by Chapman, rebounded by Erickson. And a timeout taken by Coach. Oh no, there's a toy basketball on the court, so the official blows the play dead as it was in transition. It just went out on the court from the bleachers.
I'll tell you what, when I was a kid, that was your worst nightmare. If you let one of those get loose, those old, really old school gold balls back in the day, there's probably still some of those kicking around. Boy, you get chewed out if that ever made it onto the court.
Right side key, Erickson, turnaround, fade away, off the rim, no good, rebounded by Lancaster. Double team under the rim, can't go back up, fakes the pass, it does go back, and a timeout called by Shumway, Coach Shumway, before there's a turnover down low. 30-second timeout, just the first called by Star Valley. 47-25 Braves, 3:20 to go in the third on SVI Sports.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
Third quarter coverage on the SVI Sports Network is presented by REIC Rentals, formerly known as Black Mountain Rental. Visit REICSpecialty.com.
After the Star Valley timeout, Shumway has 4 remaining. It is Braves basketball. Erickson on the baseline, lobs to Lydiard, back to Erickson in the corner. Dribbles baseline, double team, skips it out to Shumway, right corner 3, off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Chapman, Jackson basketball. Chapman on the run across the half court. Finds Kinsler in the lane. Kick out. 3. Allen. No good. Lancaster boards on the backside. 3 minutes to go in the REIC Rentals third period. Lydiard. Extra pass. Thompson. Corner 3 left. Good. Zach Thompson. A Star Valley Orthodontics triple. Another for him. And the Braves have hit 50.
Braves 9 of 19 from 3 tonight. 15 assists.
And I think that's why they're hitting their shots now. This team shoots so much better when they're moving the ball around and spreading it, and that's when the shots fall for them.
In the flow of the offense.
2:27 to go, third period. Braves doubling up the Bronx. Nice skip pass down the lane, but the defense is there. And then a little give down the paint, no good. Nice play, but out of bounds. Off of Star Valley stays with Jackson. Chapman missed the shot in the paint.
Tate Lawson and Mason Kleeman come in for the Braves. Titus Tustin in for the Bronx.
2:17 remains in the third. Just one foul called in the period. It's been against Jackson. Kinsler will inbound baseline for the Bronx. Goes right post and a nifty pass inside to Chapman, who scores on the low block.
Yeah, that slipped its way right into Chapman's left hand. He was open on that side. Easy basket.
50-27. And a whistle away from the ball.
Some blood, maybe?
Oh,
just the net. The way everybody was checking their hands, I'm like, sometimes it's kind of the beginning part of, hey, someone's got blood on them. Where's it coming from? State wrestling, I'm in that mode.
By the way, we'll give you an update on wrestling in just a few moments. Braves climbing a few spots in the team standings today, and a number of Braves in the finals in the boys and girls, as well as that shot missed by Erickson, rebounded by Mason Kleeman, and he's fouled on the putback. Shot no good, so he goes to the Riverside Dental free throw line for 2.
I think bounced on just about every part of the rim, didn't drop, but Mason there for the board, and he'll shoot 2. Foul's going to go against White. Kinsler, his first. Kleeman's free throw is good.
Makes it 51-27, a minute 51 to go in the REIC Rentals third period. And one more at the Riverside Dental free throw line for the senior Mason Kleeman.
Mason 6.7 rebounds. That one no good.
Lancaster tipped the ball to Erickson for the rebound. Outlets to Shumway. Doesn't take the 3, but goes to Lydiard, who does. And Lawson, who does. And he hits it right down the barrel. Another Star Valley Orthodontics triple for the Braves.
Braves shooting 50% from 3. And again, another nice job of just moving the ball around. That assist to Shumway.
Erickson a steal, one-on-one on the other end, no good, but he's fouled, and Roman will hit the deck, pop up, and he goes to the Riverside Dental free throw line with 1:27 remaining.
Kinsler going to be whistled for another quick foul here. You can see Erickson couldn't quite get that one to climb over the rim. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 more, where he just made 2 for 2. He's 3 of 4 on the night. First one is good.
55-27, Braves on top.
8.7 rebounds for Roman Erickson.
He'll take another free throw with spirit fingers from the student section and some from the other section. No good though, rebounded by Lancaster, tried to throw it off a Jackson Bronk as it was going out of bounds, but couldn't connect, and it's Jackson ball. Inbounding on their side, or on the Star Valley side, full court in front of them. .118 to go in the REIC Rentals third period. Braves leading at 55-27. Ball tipped into the backcourt by Erickson, but recollected by the Bronx.
Roman's been a handful, working clear out beyond the perimeter and also playing on the low block when they need him to.
Hoffman for Jackson, skips to Kinsler. Braves double team him, goes to the post, drive, kick into the corner, nothing there for Tustin. He's double teamed from the zone defense and back around up top as we hit 48 seconds to go in the third. Baseline for Meany, can't get there, back up on top.
Good defensive energy here for the Braves in this possession.
Tustin dribbles and passes to Kinsler, back to Tustin, right side wing. Tries the shot fake, but the defense stays right with him. We're down to 30 seconds. Now Tustin gets open, takes the shot, rattled it in. The three-point drops to make it 55-30. 25-point advantage for Star Valley as Lancaster will hold the ball in the front court. Let time tick away down to 13, 11, and 10 in the REIC Rentals third period. Now he'll step up at 7. Bounce to Lawson, spin shoot, and good at the free throw line. Lawson will get 2. Jackson will not get the shot off at the buzzer. And at the end of 3, the Braves 57, Jackson Bronx 30 on the SBI Sports Network.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with Home Zone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, Home Zone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. Home Zone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
In the American West, some properties are more than just land. They are legacies. Austin Callison and Andy Neild, licensed across Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, specialize in marketing iconic Western properties, and their expertise is evident in the sale of the historic CK Ranch, spanning over 6,500 acres just south of Jackson, Wyoming. Trust the team that knows the land. Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land.
Fourth quarter coverage of the SVI Sports Network is presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Local agents Andy Neild and Austin Callison.
Leading this one on senior night in Afton, 57-30. Bronx go right side, corner 3, halfway down. Up pops up, no good by Tustin. Rebounded by Thompson. Zach with the board, down the floor, crossover move, goes left side post, stop, kick out. Lydiard another one, yes! Lincoln again, you can't leave him open. And the 50% shooter well above that mark tonight.
Yeah, he's 80% tonight, 4 of 5.
Star Valley Orthodontics triple gives Star Valley their largest lead of the game, 60-30. 7:18 to go in the Hayden Outdoors Real Estate fourth period. Pass over to the right side. Hoffman, no shot. Now he'll get it back, take the shot, and hit it. Ethan Hoffman, the answer from the junior.
Hoffman now into double digits with 10 points.
6:55 remains in the fourth. Thompson has a screen, goes down to the screener. That's Mason, spin, shot in. Beautiful play. Mason backing down the defense as the screener, and then gets the ball and goes to the rim.
Man, Mason's got some nice post moves, as you would expect. But yeah, this is pretty. He's 6'6" by 220, 230. Moves really well.
Put Star Valley back up by 29, 62-33. Jackson basketball on the other end.
He better be that big, or I'm going to get in trouble for estimating that.
Loose ball picked up in the front court by the Bronx. They'll keep possession with 6.5 to go. Bounce passes in the lane, tipped but picked up. Kick back outside to Hoffman. His three's off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Dylan Shumway. Out in front to Thompson. Zach in the front court. Defense is there. Hesitates. Drives. Baseline kick out. Tipped out of bounds. And off of Lawson and out of bounds. Lydiard and out of bounds. Jackson basketball. 6:20 remaining in the fourth. Braves and Lady Braves will be in Evanston next week for the 4A West Region Tournament. The bracket currently has, well, as Jackson has the jumper that's good, the bracket currently has the Lady Braves starting at 9 and the boys at noon. That can still be changed, as here's a three on the other end again for Lincoln. By golly, he has another one. Another Star Valley Orthodontics triple. Lincoln can't miss tonight.
5 of 6 from distance, 15 points.
Here's a three on the other end by Jackson, no good. Lydiard has the rebound. He'll dribble across half court. Drives, kick, Shumway corner three, no good. But Mason has the rebound, out to Thompson, extra pass, lost an extra pass again. Shumway wide open, missed it. Mason has another rebound. Dribble, then poked away on the court. We're gonna have a jump ball call. Arrow's going to favor Star Valley, and they'll keep it. Those shots didn't fall, but now that's the great ball movement that we've seen through the day today.
Well, and Dylan's still shooting 38% from three. You'll take that any game. I think he's a little upset he didn't make at least one of those, but Bray's still up 30 and with possession of the ball.
Thompson will inbound on the baseline. 65-35, 5.5 to go in the fourth period. Lancaster, three on the inbound. Yep. Another Star Valley Orthodontics triple. That one from Lancaster off a screen on the inbound play.
Bray's 13 of 25 from three. I think their season high was 14 against Riverton in Riverton.
Double move on the post, missed by Tustin, rebounded by Erickson. Roman back the other way, on the run, Euro, rim, no, but a cleanup, rebound, shoot and score for Mason Kleeman.
And Mason now into double digits, 10 points, and actually a double-double. That was his 10th rebound as well.
Tustin tries to break down the defense, drives and kicks. Braves lead 70-35, and Hoffman is blocked at the rim. Denied by Kleeman, I believe. Star Valley basketball back the other way. 70-35. Braves won they go back down to Lancaster, and it's in. 72-35. And another assist, that one to Tate.
And on my stat sheet, that was assist number 20.
Another miss by Jackson, rebounded by Erickson. 4 minutes to go in the Hayden Outdoors Real Estate fourth period. Erickson spins, stops in the lane. Kick out, Thompson, three off the mark. Rebounded by Erickson, dribble back to Thompson, but poked away and picked up by Jackson. Brunk basketball on the run to Kinsler. It's poked away from behind off of Lancaster. Will stay with Jackson on their end.
Well, the Braves have cleaned the glass tonight, Duke. Kleeman, 10 rebounds. That was Roman Erickson's 10th rebound as well. Star Valley out-rebounding the Bronx tonight on my sheet, 33-13.
With the big lead, Coach Shumway goes to his bench. Zach Delgado checks in. CJ Neuenschwander checks in, 21 and number 10. And the Braves on their way to a perfect quad record, 6-0 on the season, leading Jackson Lake 72-35. 3:40 left to go. Jackson hits a three. Hoffman will drop that in from the left side wing to make it 72-38.
Third made three of the night for Hoffman. He's got 15.
Erickson with the dribble. Left side and up around the arc. Zach Delgado to Erickson, screen for three. No, Delgado has the rebound and resets the offense. Stops, pops, shot away. Off the mark, no good, but rebounded by Neuenschwander. Star Valley still with the basketball after a couple misses. 3:10 to go in the Hayden Outdoors fourth period. Neuenschwander lob to Kleeman, too high, and tipped away, picked up by Jackson. 3 minutes to go. Right side, shot from Tustin is in. Another three, back-to-back for the Bronx. Makes it 72-41. 2:50 remains. No fouls called on either team in this fourth period to this point. Clock continues to roll, 72-41. A jumper missed by Erickson at the free throw line and no good. A couple more bench players getting set to check in for Star Valley. On the next dead ball, and there it is, knocked out of bounds off of Jackson. We'll see Crew Lancaster and Landon Peterson sub in for the Braves.
So Mason and Tate will have a seat. Great senior night for them. If you combine them together, 18 points for Mason Kleeman and Tate Lawson tonight.
On a senior night, all 7 seniors now off the court, and the Braves lead at big 72-41, 2:20 to go. Roman Erickson works to Zach Delgado, screen set, back to Roman. Fakes right, dribbles left, ball on his hip, blocked at the rim and out of bounds. And they're actually going to call a foul, looks like, against Jackson and put Roman Erickson to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
Better call one at least. That's one. It's on Charlie Allen. First personal, first team foul on either team. Roman to the line, where he's 4 of 6 tonight. And that one's good.
Makes it 73-41, 2:10 to go in the game.
Now, if Roman makes this, he will be the second Brave to have a double-double tonight on my sheet. He's got 10 rebounds, 9 points, make it 10.
74-41. 2 minutes remain in the game.
4 Star Valley players in double digits tonight.
Erickson pokes the ball away, has another steal. Takes it to the rim on the other end, and good. A steal and score. 2 more for Roman, 76-41. Almost had another steal at half court. Hoffman bounces down the lane, loose ball out of bounds, off of Jackson. It's going to be Star Valley basketball.
Basketball, checking in for the Bronx, Cooper Kinsler.
Crew Lancaster, Peterson, Zach Delgado, Roman Erickson, and C.J. Neuenschwander on the floor right now for the Braves. The minute 47 to go. Jackson turns it over, and it's Star Valley basketball. Braves will finish the regular season 12-8 overall, as Lancaster has a Neuenschwander has it. Peterson, he goes to Lancaster. Drive, spin, back outside to Delgado. Takes it to the rim, blocked but recollected and scores. Zach got the ball after it was blocked, and then he was wide open after that.
He had a shot in the JV game that makes you pretty excited for what he can do around the rim.
Bronx on the outside as we roll down to a minute 8 to go in the fourth period. Braves lead 78-41, and a steal by Delgado to Lancaster. Out to Erickson, no dribble shot, transition score. And the Braves have just hit 80 for the first time on the season, leading it 80-41. 50 seconds remains. 3 ball on the other end is a swish made by Cooper Kinsler of Jackson to make it 80-44. And the Braves will just hold the ball. Roman will have it in the front court with 30 seconds remaining. Nothing from Jackson, and time will just roll out.
Yeah, this was just a good reminder of this is going to be the last regular season game with no shot clock for the Braves. This next year, there'll be a shot clock. Next week, it'll be postseason.
10 seconds. Jackson going to the bench. And Star Valley will get the senior night win. Roman faked like he was going to take it in, but wisely did not. And there's your final. 80-44. Star Valley with the win. Braves will wrap up the regular season with a record of 12-8 and a perfect 6-0 inside the Southwest. Jackson drops down to 1-19 and 0-6 inside of Southwest Quad play in the 4A West. Silver Star post-game show coming your way. Silver Star Internet, better connected. Learn more at silverstar.com. That is silverstar.com. We'll have your post-game stats. We'll have your player of the game. We'll also send it down to Millie here in just a few moments, and she'll be there with Coach Matt Shumway, and also your post-game interview presented by Miles CPA. Lady Braves and Braves both get senior night wins, and we'll prepare for the 4A West Region Tournament next weekend in Riverton. Both will have the number 1 seed out of the Southwest Quad. And it looks like Millie Kazare is with Coach Shumway. And maybe a couple seniors, maybe all the seniors.
Oh, yeah, it looks like that's what it's going to be.
Don't worry, Millie. It's not like there's 7 of them. So, looks like we're ready to go. Millie Kazare, courtside with the Miles CPA Courtside Report. Take it away.
Okay, thanks, Duke. I'm here with all the seniors. So you guys, I'm gonna ask all of you the same question, and then you all answer it, if that makes sense. I'll start over here, I guess. Okay, so what does this game show about this team?
It just shows that we're willing to do anything for each other, and we don't care who gets any of the points. Just we love each other and do anything for them.
Oh, just like he said, we're all willing to sacrifice each other. I know these guys, we love each other. We do a lot together, and we're willing to put it on the floor for each other, and it helps us win.
That we're an old team and we're just out here enjoying our last moments and put it on the floor for each other. Just when we look for each other, we can be really good. Hit a lot of shots, so.
Shows that we can be straight ballers when we want to.
Shows we can score from like every single person. We had like probably a bunch of kids in double digits, honestly.
And we're all real good friends, and we play better when we're together.
Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna ask one more question. So you guys have all been playing basketball for quite a while. This is your last year. Just talk about how much basketball has meant to you, and just like how much this team has affected your life.
I just love basketball. All my friendships come from sports, and especially these guys. These guys are some of my best friends, and I wouldn't do without them.
I've been playing basketball my whole life, but these guys are really special to me. They're my closest friends, my family, really. So I love these guys.
Yeah, I kind of go along with what they said. So I've been playing for a long time, and just the memories created and the friends just mean a lot.
Yeah, this last together, just having a good time and learn lots of lessons and friendships and lots of memories. So yeah,
Basketball's made me make many friendships and have lots of fun.
honestly, it made high school bearable, and then just all the friendships and memories made along the way was so worth it.
It's just real fun beating Jackson by 40.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for all your guys' time, and congrats on the win. Coach, I'll just ask you one question. Since it's senior night, just talk about these seniors and how much they mean to you, they do for this team.
Sorry. I just love these guys. They're just good kids. Even in the pregame this afternoon, I almost got a little emotional just given the pregame, knowing that I hate for it to end, because they're just a great group of kids. They mean a lot to this program. They mean a lot to me, and I'm just proud of them.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. Congrats on the win, and we'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Millie Kazare. Fantastic job with the 7 seniors on a senior night with the Miles CPA Courtside Report. Miles CPA in Afton and in Alpine. Visit Miles CPA by calling 885-0055. Let's take a look at your stats in the postgame presented by Battlesome Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home.
Well, first for the Bronx, they were led by Ethan Hoffman, who had 15 points tonight, 3 of 8 from 3. Helped boost that total. 13 points for Ryder Chapman. Of course, those are the 2 leading scorers for the Bronx this season. 5 points apiece for Cooper Kinsler and Charlie Allen. The rebounding numbers skewed heavily in favor of the Braves tonight, 36-14 on my stat sheet. The Bronx did hit 10 threes, 10 of 26, that's 39%, 2 for 2 from the line. The Braves had 5 players in double figures. Lincoln Lydiard had the game high, or the team high of 15. Cooper Lancaster, 14 points, 9 assists. Dylan Shumway, 11 points. Roman Erickson, 14 points, 10 rebounds. Mason Kleeman, 10 points, 10 rebounds. Tate Lawson had 8. Zach Thompson had 6. Zach Delgado with 2. I had the Braves at 21 assists tonight. They shot 13 of 28 from distance and 9 of 14 from the free throw line. And as you mentioned, Duke, first time hitting 80. And it happens to be on senior night. Those are your battle stats.
Presented by Battleson Brothers Carpet One, Floor and Home, where you'll find quality, price, and service located a block south of the Arch in Afton. That is Battleson Brothers Flooring. We'll wrap it up tonight with the player of the game, presented by Star Valley Skidoo.
You know, you really could have picked anybody tonight. I'm going with Mason Kleeman. He had a double-double. Got the 10 points, the 10 rebounds, and 2 of 4 from the line tonight. Got it done. The big man on senior night. He has to live with Marty, so that's even worth something. So Mason Kleeman, our Star Valley Skidoo player of the game.
Top quality products combined with excellent service standards. Visit StarValleySkidoo.com. That's StarValleySkidoo.com. Mason Kleeman, your player of the game. That's it for us tonight. We'll catch up with you on Thursday next week. And again, we'll have the updates on the bracket schedule. It still can change, but as of right now, the bracket does show in the region tournament. Star Valley Lady Braves playing at 9, with the boys playing at noon. Dow, before we end here, give us an update on state wrestling. The girls and boys in good shape.
Yeah, both the Lady Braves and Braves with 3 into the finals. The boys, Caleb Lawrence, Kimball Perry, Tell Perry. Kimball going for his 3rd title tomorrow. Tell going for his 4th. He would be Star Valley's first ever 4-time state champion. The Lady Braves going for their 4th team title in a row. Remy Allman, Kara Andrews, Brooke Schwab, all into the finals. Remy and Kara have won a championship before. I do want to throw this out there. Kara Andrews, 4 trips to the finals now. She's a Star Valley's first ever Lady Brave, 4-time All-Stater, so that's pretty neat. Team-wise, the Braves are in 3rd. They climbed up a couple notches today, 136.5 points. The Lady Braves way out in front. Last time I was able to check, they were up by 50 in the team standings, so pretty darn good second day for the Star Valley wrestling teams.
We'll have updates for you on how tomorrow goes at SVInews.com, and also Jason Hoops will have live audio-only coverage tomorrow from state wrestling. That's it for us tonight. Braves win over the Bronx on senior night. Lady Braves and the Braves final in the boys game, 80-44 in favor of Star Valley. We'll be with you in Evanston on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of next week for the 4A West Region Tournament. I'm Duke Dance with Dal Erickson, producer Sage Byron Jacobson with Millie Kazare courtside, and a great group of camera operators as always. Thank you for joining us. Have a great weekend.